Hey guys, welcome back to All Things Cinema podcast. This is Keshav, and today, for the first time on the channel, we are not really going to talk about cinema. We are going to talk about music. And why is that? Because you know the controversy between Kantara makers and, of course, Thaikkudam Bridge. Thaikkudam Bridge has allegedly accused the Kantara makers and the composer, especially, for plagiarism with regards to this song Navarasam from 2015 and the song Varaha Roopam in Kantara. Now, I thought you might be interested in my views on this because, as you all know, I'm a musician first. Now, if you ask me as a musician, is this a copy or is this a case of inspiration? How does this work? Let me clear the air first of all. There are a lot of doubts revolving around this. When we say a song is a copy, usually it's the tune that is directly, copied. But here, that's not the case. The tunes are different. The basic similarity is actually the tonality, especially the music arrangements at the beginning and the sonic elements. So the whole vibe that gets created, especially at the beginning of both the songs, it's very similar. The guitar riffs and the drum pattern, the structure of basically the structure of the song, that's where the similarities lie. But now, is that really a case of blatant copying or plagiarism? I'm not so sure about that because if you ask me, like being a musician myself, I feel that we musicians hear a song very, very differently from a layman, right? We grow up listening to hundreds and thousands and millions of songs, and if there's something that has inspired us in the past, that sort of stays in our subconscious mind. And when we are ourselves composing something or writing some new music, it is bound to happen that those sort of influences would come into our work as well, because after all, at the end of the day, there are just 12 notes, 12 musical notes in an octave, and there's only so much permutations and combinations that can be made through it. But still, of course, it's wrong to copy someone's original work consciously, because there has been so many cases in Bollywood before where we have seen people like Anu Malik, Rajesh Roshan, Preetham being accused, but those cases were different because the tunes were completely, copied 100%. But here the case is different, because I also think the ragas are same to some extent. That could also be the case if probably they would have chosen a different raga. They could have gone a different direction, even with the similar arrangements. But because the raga is same and the choice of instruments are same, it makes both the songs sound a little bit similar. But is it still a case of copying? I'm again not so sure about. I'm not really passing a judgment here or passing a comment on who's on the right or who's in the wrong. But I just feel that a movie like Kantara, where so many talented people were involved, and given the fact that Rishabh Shetty was at the helm, I don't really see a reason why they would consciously copy something like that from a famous band down south. And if this is a case of probably being inspired, if they knew that they are going in that direction because they were inspired from Thaikkudam Bridge, I just think that they could have easily avoided this controversy by just giving a little plain simple credit to them in the movie or somewhere, that thank you, or like a thank you note to Thaikkudam Bridge, because they have all the right to go to the courts. If they feel that this is a copyright infringement case, they had all the right, and I respect that as well. But I also feel that given the previous record of the composer of Kantara before, he has all the talent in the world. He would not really be he doesn't really have any reason to just directly lift someone else's work. Previously there have been cases which we have heard in the past, that at times music directors are kind of forced or put in such situations by film producers or film directors that we want something exactly like this, and just go for it, and we'll handle everything else if anything is going to happen in the future. As a musician, it has happened with me so many times that when I compose something and later on it would just struck me that oh, this sounds like that, or this sounds like this, and that's when I realized that I need to modify it a little bit so that it doesn't really sound similar to something else, and that's really a call that you have to take during the process of writing original stuff. Thank you for watching this video. I've just put down in the comments below what you thought about this controversy. If you think this is a conscious sort of copying incident, or is this just actually inspiration and it's a coincidence that they happen to sound similar. Thank you, and just press the bell icon, subscribe button, like button. You know the drill. It just helps us creators in creating more content for you guys.